Slow moving.
What?
Inattentive.
What?
Dull.
What?
Shows a lack of motivation.
What?
Constantly snacking.
This is funny because he's fat.
Ooh, where's Waldo? Nope. It'd be a lot easier without all these people. Nope. It's there. Oh, Waldo, where are you?
Who the fuck is that?
Why does it say pepper jam when there is no pepper jam? I swear to God, one of these days I just kick this piece of out the window.
You and me both, man. Thing is lucky I'm not armed.
They'll blow it in the playoffs. They will. They'll blow it in the playoffs.
27 yards left hash. Snap good, spot down. Walsh's kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it. Are you kidding me? The season can't end like that. He missed it left. And the Seattle Seahawks are off to Charlotte.
See, I told you. Bring out the tarp. Cover the field. I can't watch this anymore. It's over. Turn the lights out. Let's get the bulldozers in here and turn this place into a parking lot.
Phone call is shaking hands. We're saving this town.
Now we wait a kind of fuck all we go to. That way I got a book all that my back.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, doesn't matter where you are. This is North Star Sports Podcast. They say I'm the one who cusses too much. With that being said, well, that's being said by a certain person. By the way, I'm Matt Geffrey. That certain person is my mother and a few others as well, too.
More than a few others, Chief.
And he's one of the biggest teddy bears of all time in all the land. It is the sports governor, Minnesota sports governor himself, Mr. Vince Ryan.
As of now, corona-free, but what's going on to the great state of Minnesota and beyond in this very, 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 very crazy week?
It's been a very unusual week in all of sports, and we'll totally get into it later on because this might be one of the last shows for a while because we're not going to have sports for a while, unfortunately.
Well, I thought this would be a good opportunity then, as we say, if you're in politics, a little term called pivot, right? You pivot. Because Matty G has wanted to, get into other topics outside of sports. So I figure, hey, here's the perfect opportunity to take it more in maybe a guy entertainment type of show. Because outside of The Bachelor, which Matt loves, by the way.
Not a fan of The Bachelor.
We won't be talking about that.
I'm not watching The Bachelor anymore, so don't worry about that.
You know what I'm saying. This is your opportunity. So we don't necessarily have to close up shop.
You're right, but it just...
It's a weird feeling, man. I mean, there's no sports on.
And I've been wanting to... And part of me is okay with this because that means, like you said, we don't have any sports. I can actually be entertaining because you and Justin live by sports. I just live by entertaining myself.
Whoa. Let's take a 20 here. I don't live by sports.
Says your Facebook post and all of your tweets.
I mean, my show is sports-based, but no, I don't live by sports at all.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I can talk anything with you. The
well,
funny
we
thing
can.
is,
we have.
the rest of the entertainment world is about to shut down too. Right
True.
now, from movie theaters to just anything, zoos, everything. I mean, just everything.
Sorry,
everything.
I'm okay with the zoo. It's fine. It's already infested enough.
That's true.
We got to pay bills before I forget. We're coming to you live from X Golf in Woodbury. It's our new home on Thursday nights. Yes, it is Friday night. We do know that. We were playing the coronavirus card last night. Maybe
is that what we did?
maybe because I worked a couple 10-hour days and
Matt,
I'm tired.
It's funny, as I told our co-host Matthew here, is just like, look, if you're tired, say you're tired. That's all you got to do. Matt's kind of beating around the bush. He's like, do you kind of want to do a show? And this, I'm just like,
it's an important show because it's
I get it,
important topics.
But, there's a little thing called real life, and, you put in a 10, 11-hour day. I get that you're tired, homie. That's all you got to say.
And it's physical work. People who know me know that at one, I don't do physical work.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, Matt is outside, and doing work there, and like he says, it is physical work. So for him to be tired after a 10, 11, 12-hour day, that's just obvious. So,
kicks my ass.
So the funny thing was, I was just like, hey, man, if you're tired, just say you're tired. We'll do the show tomorrow. No big deal.
Well, that's good. Like I said, we're coming to you from X Golf here in Woodbury. It is our new home on Thursday nights, and it is Friday. Yes, we do know that. Come and get some great golfing in on their simulators. Play courses like Pebble Beach, Oakmont, Augusta, or just stop in for some beer, wings, or just talk to some of the best bartenders in town. That is Ashley and Christina. That is here at X Golf in Woodbury.
Right on.
Also, the biggest party in Minnesota starts July 23rd through the 25th.
Hope.
Well, there's that too. I hope. God, I've been planning. I've been
I
telling everybody.
know,
I've been planning this, and if I'm going to get screwed out of this, I'm going to be so pissed. Anyways, the biggest party in Minnesota starts July 23rd through the 25th. It is Twin City Summer Jam at Canterbury Park. Cross your fingers, hopefully, in Shakopee. See concerts like Carrie Underwood, hopefully, Pitbull, hopefully. Zach Brown Band, Chris Hockey, many, many more.
Who's
Tickets,
Chris Hockey?
Shut up. Tickets on sale right now. Go to Ticketmaster.com or TCSummerJam.com for more information. Also, just got voted top 3 in, I believe in, let me pull up my email, in music festivals in, I believe, is it in Minnesota? Or no, sorry, it is.
Well, I mean, that's not a big list to top there. If it's just
well, it's true.
Minnesota.
I'm going to read this from what I got earlier yesterday from Mindy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this disclaimer is to warn you that Matt Geffrey is about to attempt to read.
Yeah, I'm never good at reading. I think we all know that. This is from Mindy. She runs the Twin City Summer Jam Festival. Say that they're excited to share the news that Twin City Summer Jam was voted the 3rd best emerging festival in the country by US Today and US Today and 10 Best poll. So that's awesome. Number 3 in the nation for emerging festivals. And it's only 2 years in, by the way.
Yeah, 1 year technically. This is the second year of it. So
yeah, if you want to go that,
if it does go off, I mean, you're always going to do well with country music. I mean,
there's not just country music.
Well, actually, it's pretty heavy on country this year. I mean, outside of what you got, Pitbull. Last year they had Aerosmith. Who would be the kind of the rock act this year? Do you? Oops, I know I caught you in mid-text there, but do you remember who the rock band might be?
Pitbull's kind of the big name. That's
but
all I can think of.
There's big country acts,
a lot of it's kind of country as well too. So yeah. What else? Sorry, there's I got a bunch of snaps all at one time. It's kind of how it goes today. Also, hey, I want to let you know this too. Guess what I got back?
Yes.
What?
He's got a soundboard.
I got my soundboard back. It's not all of them, but it's the major ones. Here's for people who do know or don't know, the 5 people who listen to us on a continuous basis.
Really, the 5 people.
The 5 people.
This
my
is the
mother,
only dude that has a show where he just continuously dogs his own show.
What's wrong with that? It's funny. We have more than 5. We have probably
Come on, man.
Okay, there's been a couple thousand people who listen to us, but nonetheless. We're one of the only podcasts that actually get sponsored too, by the way. So there's that as well.
True.
Here's our breaking news sounder. Breaking news. One of us does a rim shot, which is, does happen. You do say some good shit. Name drop. Probably when I say something stupid. I don't know. It's a work in progress. Or
what?
When I can't talk.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we have quite a few stuff. I mean, we do and we don't have a lot of stuff to get into today. I mean, let's get into the meat of the show, and that's of course the coronavirus has taken down quite a few sports.
It's taken down all sports.
It's over.
It's over.
What the hell are we gonna do? The NBA is at least done for 30 days at least. Vince, what are you gonna do?
As I ponder it right now, I mean, I'm just hoping for warmer weather. I mean, I'll be up here at X Golf getting some swings in on the simulators. Hopefully the golf courses, if the weather kind of stays as warm, will be opening soon. So maybe an outside chance at some real golf here soon. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just like everybody else, man. We're waiting to see where this thing goes. in a month or so, hopefully we're on the downside of this thing, and we can at least get an idea of when some stuff may be coming back.
Here's here in typical Minnesota fashion. Here's the weather for the next week. 35 tomorrow and Saturday, 39 on Sunday. Basically 30s throughout the rest of the week. You got some low 20s, or low 40s next week.
That's right
as
about
well.
where it should be for this time of year. Just hoping for another quick little warm spell. But look, man, we're all in the same boat here. We're all just waiting to see what happens. We all want our sports back. We get
But do
that,
you?
but yeah,
You do. I don't know.
really, you don't want your sports back.
Well, football season hasn't started yet, nor has baseball. So as of now, it's okay until baseball season actually does start.
You don't care about hockey or basketball?
Well, I do. Right as of now, the Wild are out of the playoffs, so that doesn't matter to me.
But still, I want hockey back. I'd love to watch some playoff hockey.
You want to watch your Hawks.
No, they won't be in the playoffs.
I know they
but I'm
won't.
just saying. Don't you like watching
Sports
playoff hockey?
Sports governor talking about Chicago Blackhawks all the
It
time.
doesn't matter. But I'm just saying.
Minnesota sports governor.
Don't you like watching playoff hockey? Basketball fans out there. We were setting up to see if the Lakers could make it. Wow.
Yeah,
Whatever.
couldn't help myself.
Whatever. You and Justin are lame. Much better sport than hockey, anyway. Anyway.
That's a for sure.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Much better sport than hockey.
Okay. Anyways, go
on. But it's sports. Don't you? We're coming to that time of year. For me, being a basketball fan, LeBron. Was he going to be able to take the Lakers all the way? With everything that's happened in L.A., Kobe passing away, just all the drama that he's coming off of from last year, having kind of a down year, being injured, all that. The Lakers totally turned it around this year,
True.
Could they have brought it home? So, a lot of unanswered questions, and what honestly was shaping up to be a pretty actually a very good NBA thing. Zion coming back now, and with him performing well, hey, hockey, I get it. Much better if the local team's in the playoffs, but regardless, I love watching playoff hockey. That's when I actually tune into.
Really? Is that time?
Well, it's win or go home, and how many times, how many OTs? It's like,
true.
geez,
You
dude,
get a lot.
it's midnight, and I'm watching the Maple Leafs and whoever go at it, or whatever teams, right? I love that stuff. So, same for basketball. There's a lot of good storylines out there.
What are some of the good basketball storylines? I did see
LeBron, you got Zion out there. For me, you have, and I mentioned this on the Sports Done Right. What's gone under the radar is the continued success of the Toronto Raptors. Kawhi Leonard leaves for L.A. They win their championship last year. Best player on the team leaves, and they're still, 20 plus. I don't know the exact one here. I'll pull it up on my phone. But they're the second seed in the East.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of stuff happening out there still. But we'll see if we're able to salvage a season.
True.
That's obviously what everybody's hoping for now. But, this is all new stuff. So, whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
it's been, we all know it's been a very unusual time for us, for sports, especially sports talk. There's not much, again, I can go either or. I talk sports.
No,
but
I hear you, exactly. There's nothing happening, right? So, you can only talk about the coronavirus, at least in my opinion, so much.
This would
what is
be,
there? That's for the news and all that.
For us, since it's, we do a weekly show, this is probably one of the only times we get a chance to talk about it. So we're going to ride this pony out until tomorrow, or until
it
the
sucks,
show.
Man. It does suck. No high school sports. My daughter, she's in golf and tennis. The spring stuff was all, it sounds like canceled today for Minnesota State high school stuff. So there goes
the high school basketball, the semifinals.
All that stuff's gone, but also the spring sports. So your baseball. My daughter plays golf. All kinds of stuff happening. So, my friends down in Georgia, their school was canceled today for the next 2 and 3 weeks.
We did get talked about that at work today, that my actual job, they asked us if any of us have kids and will that affect us for work-wise? Because if Minnesota hypothetically shut down all their schools for a couple weeks,
that's true. Yeah.
what is that going to do for us for work?
And also at my real job yesterday, actually, our manager, she sent out an email asking if, hey, you guys all got Wi-Fi at home, right?
Just in case.
Hey, but we don't know. This is all new shit.
No one knows what's really going to happen.
Nobody knows, man. So it's just like, just be safe, wash your hands, and try and live life as best as you can. But right now, there just ain't going to be large gatherings like that boxing match. You know, I actually got an email sent in for to get my credentials and stuff today. But yeah, I mean, as of now, you know, they didn't say anything in the email. But I mean, will that go off?
Yeah.
That's April 11th. I mean, that's coming up soon.
It's coming up soon, pretty soon, next April, May, June.
So actually
March, April,
next week. Or, hold on.
Sometime. No, it's
soon,
mid-March right now.
If this does continue, I'm going to be heading up north to training camp with Jamal Shango James.
Ooh, hold on.
Get a little interview in with him.
Name drop.
Right.
Drop top. Anyways. Yeah, so let's skip it on sports. Let's talk about how crazy and pathetic and panic people are in this world. Why toilet paper?
You know, you know, it's really funny because, you know, there's so many rumors out there and stuff, so people are definitely just hoarding stuff. I don't know. I don't toilet paper.
Water.
Unless you plan on crapping a lot. I don't know what that's going to do.
Goddamn, it's not an ingestive disease.
Well, you know, but it's through the air. It's respiratory. It's spread very easily. So we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, we personally haven't gone out and, you know, made any Costco's or Sam Clubs, you know, bulk runs or anything like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll see what happens.
I do have to go to the grocery store sometime this weekend, and I'm thinking about going to Sam's, and I'm kind of nervous to see what it's going to look like.
Well, I hear one of my friends went to a Target that was pretty well decimated here, so I don't know. I mean, I don't blame people necessarily for doing that, but you just want to be diligent. You know, I mean, like right now, all the bays are filled here at X Golf. You know, I've noticed around the restaurants here in Woodbury, Minnesota, the parking lots seem to be filled.
Yeah, there's still.
You know,
one of the things that I've been listening to is like still go out and still live your normal life.
Right.
Yes, again, if you feel a little sick,
you just
quarantine
that's
yourself.
the diligent part. You just got to be aware. Everybody kind of knows what to look out for now in terms of symptoms. So, hopefully now the Mayo Clinic came out with a test. A few other people came out with a test. You know, out in Washington, Trump had another news conference today, supposedly freed up, declared a national emergency, so that's going to free up some things. So hopefully you can just get people tested, figure out who has this thing, get them quarantined, get them better, and then when, you know, we finally get that down slope, then we can look forward to, for us anyway, sports coming back.
I'll be okay. Like I said,
I'll be okay. I mean, there's binge your shows, do other stuff. I mean, hopefully, like I said, here it gets warmer. We can get outside.
I'm going to be binging MLB The Show 20 comes out very soon, so I got to download that.
Video game.
That's
what
I'm
going
to self-quarantine myself, and that's what I'm going to be doing.
There you go, self-quarantine.
And I'm just going to sit there and play video games, and I got a reason, and I'm okay with that.
It's not that. Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to find some other stuff to do, and that is totally okay, bro.
What do you think of the companies that are thriving right now because of this?
What,
I mean,
the Purell company,
Purell, toilet paper, Charmin,
look,
3M.
Man,
I think 3M.
Look, nobody. People went out and bought the stuff. I mean, they didn't.
Supply and demand.
Exactly.
That brings money.
They're not out there binging or anything. I mean, people are out there looking for toilet paper. It is what it is, right?
It is. All right.
Everybody grooving Cypress Hill.
Dude, this is such a banger song.
Going insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
I'm trying to. Where I lost my documents. Moving on. Let's not talk about coronavirus. Let's get out of that. That's probably one of our last times we could talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody at this point has knows what to look for.
Yeah.
It's coronavirus.
We're okay. Let's talk about what happened last week, and it's a good thing that this actually happened last week, not this week. The Minnesota State Hockey Tournament is by far one of the biggest things in this state, next to the state fair.
Absolutely.
And if that would have happened and they canceled the state tournament, I think pretty sure Minnesota burned. Oh, just saw bangs.
Yeah. Well, again, good timing. Props to the East Metro coming through here in the Twin Cities. My wife's alma mater,
Yep.
Montemita High School.
I picked them right out of the
You
gate,
did.
too.
Yep, won the Class A. And then my daughter's high school, Hill Murray, the Pioneers. Props to them. Yeah, man, I mean, what can you say? I mean, it was a great tournament. Obviously, our house is very happy. And, it was good to see Hill Murray get back after a few years.
Yeah.
And come through and win it as a 5 seed.
Which doesn't happen very often. And beat one of the good teams like Eden
And
Prairie.
as did Montemita. Montemita took out Andover.
Yeah. They
Andover,
were number
seed.
one.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, did we watch that here? Yeah, we watched that here.
I think we did. Yeah,
that was
that's
last
right,
week.
that's
We
right.
were watching that, and we were thinking, all right, Andover's going to make a comeback, and never did.
That's right. I'm sorry I had to get the Captain and Coke down.
That's right. Vince is drinking a Captain and Coke. I'm drinking.
By the tree. I love it when you call me Big Pop.
I'm drinking an Apple Crown Cranberry, which is one of my favorites. As people, the hardcore listeners of the show would know that. I guess what we could do, Vince. I mean, we could move on to our break. We keep on rolling, Mississippi moon won't keep on shining on me. We can move on. Let's go to break. When we come back, we got Vikings to talk about. Big news that happened earlier today.
Wow.
A lot of things.
Get into this.
We'll talk about some Twins as well, too. Their season, like I said, it's going to be delayed, but the over and under came out on it, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So sit tight. We still got more. You're listening to North Star Sports Podcast, coming to you live from X Golf in Woodbury.
Baby.
Don't you have some kind of a line that you keep open for emergencies or for celebrities? I'm both. I'm a celebrity in an emergency. Can you patch me through on that line, please?
This is the all-new North Star Sports Podcast. Okay, kind of the same half-ass show like always, just more after this.
Carrie Underwood, Zach Brown Band, Pitbull, Third Eye Blind, Nelly, Low Cash, Blanco Brown, Chris Hockey, The Fabulous Armadillos. It's all happening at Twin Cities Summer Jam, July 23rd through the 25th at Shakopee at Canterbury Park. Tickets online right now at Ticketmaster.com. You check out all the ticket options and pricing at TCSummerJam.com. It's the biggest music event of the summer. Twin Cities Summer Jam, July 23rd through the 25th at Shakopee at Canterbury Park.
Make sure you send your questions weekly to the show. Don't make them too hard, because you know how these guys get. Send them to us either onto Facebook or to Twitter. This is the North Star Sports Podcast.
Hi, this is Dan Model, center fielder for the St. Paul Saints, and you're listening to North Star Sports Podcast.
Oh, jeepers, why don't you like the North Star Sports Podcast on Facebook there, eh? It's better than Ludafisk, your tater tot hot dish, or your grandma's casserole there, eh?
Tis be the luck of the Irish during Couples Night at X Golf in Woodbury. Friday, March 20th. Wear green and hit the greens from 6 till 10 p.m. that night. Cost is $110 per couple for 18 holes alternate shot tournaments. Come for the Irish whiskey-themed dinner buffet, dessert, and whiskey craft cocktails. Tis be the luck of the Irish during Couples Night. Friday, March 20th at X Golf at Woodbury. More details online at xgolfwoodbury.com. xgolfwoodbury.com.
This is Ryan Burns from Gopher Illustrated, and you're listening to the North Star Sports Podcast.
Welcome back to the North Star Sports Podcast, buds. We're coming to you live. Yes, live, unlike those other pre-recorded podcasts you hear, from X Golf in Woodbury. Here's Geoffrey and the sports governor himself, Vince Wright.
It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume some skirts for the E, so I could get some phones. Rolling in my ride, chilling all alone.
Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All of you skirts know what's up with 213.
So I hooked a left on 21.
What up, everybody? Vince Wright, the sports governor, coming to you with Matty G. And we are back. The North Star Sports Podcast coming to you live and direct from X Golf in Woodbury, Minnesota. Got all the bays filled here on a Friday night. The drinks are flowing. Got lovely Christina on the drinks tonight.
She's the best. She already makes me a double.
That's indeed. And
she's making me another one.
Yeah. Whoa. Corona over there.
That was more of a laugh/hick laugh. That was more of a hick laugh.
Anyway, folks. Oh, and by the way, go to pickandshovelware.com. That's right. Our friends over there at Pick and Shovelware. You go over to their website, and again, that's pickandshovelware.com. You'll get 20% off when you use the promo code NorthStar. That's 20% off your order when you use the code NorthStar. Pickandshovelware.com for all the cool Minnesota sports themed T-shirts, hats, everything, man. They got it going over there.
Good song. So I try to pick good songs for you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Especially when it's your break.
Love the regulator.
Especially when it's your break coming back. I try to find good songs for you. I mean, I'll find a flow for you. Like for me, I just kind of I like old classic rock and stuff like that. So I mean, even some oldies too. I'll even throw that out there.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, so hold on. Let me get to what we do need to talk about, and that is
the Vikings.
It's time for these boys to have some squad talk about your meanies horde of Vikings. Skull Vikes.
Wow, some big changes upon us, and some changes that need to happen, and could there be a trade in the future?
Xavier.
He gone.
Been real. Thank you.
I did get an email from their PR, and then I deleted it, and I meant to send it to you guys, so hold on. Talk among yourself real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so Minnesota Vikings announced that the team have terminated the contracts of Linval Joseph and Xavier Rhodes.
Huge names. I mean, Linval Joseph's he's gonna be. I imagine he's gonna be picked up pretty quick. But
for sure. I mean, he's getting old, but he can still play.
I mean, so yeah, very surprised. Not so much on Rhodes, but yeah, this was a little bit surprising here. But he is a free agent now. Wish him all the best. Seems like a good dude.
So. He sounds like a good dude. Really nice guy. And Xavier, I think we all kind of knew might happen.
Had a feeling that was going to happen.
One of the things I don't like when they cut people. I'd rather trade out. Because to me, it's like the Shaq effect. When they cut Shaq, where did he go?
Well, I mean, easy for us to say, but we don't know. I mean, we're not Rick Spielman. We don't know the trade market or anything out there, but
someone has to need a corner.
You know,
Cowboys need a damn corner.
This is about freeing up money, though, so just keep that in mind.
I get that, and it is, and they did free up a lot of money, and I don't know exactly what the amount was, but I'm happy that they freed up some money because they need it.
They sure the hell do. There's no doubt about that.
One of the biggest things that I also noticed is that there's a lot of talk about this, and I hate this so much. And
what's up? It's
that time of year where there's a lot of bullshitting and a lot of talking about certain people, and it all is just smoke. That's all it is. Kirk Cousins possibly going to San Francisco. Shanahan is
don't. It's not happening. Why are we?
I know it's not. I just want to throw it out.
I mean, I know we need to talk about any and everything nowadays just to fill some time.
Yeah.
But come on, man. Come on.
It's stupid. When I heard that, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, my first F-bomb.
Yeah, no, I'll let you have that one because it is. It is. It's not happening. So moving on.
There's a couple other rumors out there, like Tom Brady going to San Francisco. Not happening. I get it. I get the point of it because he's home. I get that, but it's not going to happen. Raiders have a better chance of getting him. because the Raiders need somebody. Garoppolo, he's not the worst. He's not the best. He's okay. I think he will develop in a better quarterback than what he is.
He got you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
You know, I realize that everything, it's what have you done for me lately.
Yeah.
And I get it, you know. He's arguably the greatest quarterback ever. He's from the area. Grew up, you know, wearing, you know, San Francisco gear. But, you know, personally, I think it's best for Brady to just kind of, if they can get him some help in New England, stay there. I don't know. But I don't think just bringing him in and this kind of weird swap for Garoppolo, even though I'll tell you what, Belichick did want Garoppolo in New England. That's what kind of started this supposed little rift between him and Brady. So who knows in the end, but I don't know. I don't see it happening.
I hope. I mean, I'd rather see Brady
be
stay.
A big F you to Garoppolo.
Basically, I would be pissed off too.
We got to the Super Bowl. See you later.
Basically, that sounds so dumb, so asinine.
Well, you know, I mean, it's the NFL. Seen different things happen, right?
And people are still up in arms about Kirk, about like, should we re-sign him?
Right.
Yes. I honestly think just re-sign him. Restructure his deal.
Sure.
Re-sign him. Yep. Because there's no one else really out there in the market. Draft-wise, no. I don't know, besides 2 quarterbacks, but they're going to go right away. You're not moving up. That's dumb.
Right.
That's a lot of real estate you got to get rid of. The Vikings are not moving up. We'll talk more draft too, because we're saving that when we need something to talk about.
Right. Yeah.
But Kirk needs a re-sign. There's no one else really out there. He was one of the best quarterbacks that you had or have in the league. He was at least a top 10, at least a top 10 for you. Does he do some throws, questionable throws? Yeah. Would you want Case Keenum back? Where a few times he just threw it up and said, "Well, hope for the best."
And it happened a lot of times, but
and that's
I don't know, man. It's it's all kind of a crapshoot, isn't it?
It is, and that's why you got to resign Kirk. Some people hate that. They're like, "Well, okay, you're not a Kirk fan." We established that numerous times on this show.
God.
Well, as soon as I said that, I saw your face.
I am. You know what? He's the quarterback of my favorite team, so I want him to do well.
I agree.
I think you got to look towards the future, though, here. I think one of the other things is they can find a way to pull off some trades and make a jump and maybe look at some of these other, it ain't going to happen probably for Tua, but I'm a big fan of Jalen Hurts. Just wishful thinking on my part, I know, but you gotta figure something out, man. Because
I heard something on Paul Allen's show the other day talking about if you get rid of Kirk, bring in Teddy Bridgewater. I'm like, don't do that. That is system for. I don't think that system would work for him, for Teddy. I get it.
I like Teddy. I love Teddy, actually. Love what he was able to do in New Orleans. I don't know. I mean, we're going into year 3, 4 of Kirk Cousins. I don't dislike Kirk Cousins. I just think what he's shown you, that's all he is. He's got decent talent. He'll win you some games. He finally got the big playoff win with New Orleans. That's awesome. But and I hope I'm wrong, but come on, man. I don't see it. You don't see it.
No, he's not your long-term factor, but for the next couple of years, at least next year, you got to have him.
Well, yeah, this next year, but he signed for this next year.
I know.
It's after that.
After that, it's a different story.
Then that's what, again, they're going to have to figure out. But I think that this year, if they can find a way to, like I said, move up and trade up, something to at least maybe entertain the thought of a quarterback of the future.
The Madden GM brain that I have, I would re-sign or restructure his deal for a 2-year deal, so you have him for next year and the year after. Make it so it's cap friendly, and he has to understand. Do the Brady approach?
You just hit the key thing. He has to understand, but we all know how that goes.
Do the Brady approach. Restructure your deal. Take a lower amount. He's making tons of money off of Sleep Number and Pizza Ranch. He's fine. He's fine. We got about 10 minutes left of the show. So let's move on quickly to the Vikings need blank to succeed, but who will they trade or cut to fit the budget? Now, we got the cut part earlier, but will there be a trade?
I don't know. Trades just don't seem to happen a whole lot in football. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the trade side of it.
Would you trade Rudy? You have Irv Smith, Daniel Morgan as your backups.
I don't know. I mean, anything's on the table. I mean,
true.
Rudolph's towards the end of his career, definitely. I still think
Rudy
he's
has
definitely
3
a
years
good
left.
player. But, yeah, they re-signed him. But I don't know, man. Anything's on the table.
Okay.
But something's got to happen.
Okay. So do you want to move on from Vikings? You want to go to the Twins?
Sure.
Oh, prepare yourselves. The boys are going to talk about Twinkies.
Minnesota Twins are suspension. True. And I got to find it. Brent sent me different versions of the Twins, like more of a happier version. I just got to make it and get it done. Twins over and under that I saw the other day is in 93 games. Will they be, Vince? Will they be over or will they be under 93 games?
I don't even think 93 games might be played this year.
True, there was that too.
I mean, this is just a big speculation thing.
By the way,
why not?
By the way, they do have to go to Oakland. Not good right now. And they have to go to Seattle. Not good. So, obviously, they're suspended. Not going to happen. They're also talking about suspending. Well, I guess they already did. They suspended everything. Every sport's suspended, and even golf, which is weird. But I posted a video on our Facebook page, North Star Sports Podcast, about people cheering for bowling at home.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only thing that's going.
That one too.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, it's a different time right now. People are going to be fine. It's weird, obviously. No sports happening right now. And the Masters being delayed today.
Weird.
They came out down there in Augusta and said that.
Yeah.
So
true.
It's just, look, man, we got to get this virus figured out.
Okay.
Once that is, we'll get back to normal. Don't know when.
True.
But hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. But right now, we just want to be around to see that day. So let's just kind of worry about that for now.
So you're taking the Twins. Twins are over and under is 93. Are you going to go
Under.
over? You're going to go under. All right. Vince is going under 93 games.
Yep.
If they play their full amount.
Yeah,
if they don't,
I'll do under.
Okay, you're going to go under. I mean, if they don't play the full amount, it's a wash. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I want to go over. I don't think there'll be at least 100 win
team. Okay.
So I want to go over on that one. Justin, if you're listening, let us know what you think. And Katie's on a date. She would be here, but she's on a date.
Good
so
for
congratulations
her.
to her.
Let's see here. It won't be much under, by the way.
It won't be much?
But it will be under.
Okay. I'm just wondering what your thought was on it. I don't know. I think Twins could just got to beat the damn Yankees. Yankees are having problems right now.
It's all about playoff pitching, and that's something that, got Donaldson, all this stuff, but that's still the question mark.
Still got plenty of pitching that we talked about for months upon months that we talked about. I guess, Vince, the show's ending. We're going to be here next week? I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Next Thursday, hopefully. Not Friday. Hopefully. Something better than nothing.
Well, hey, just be safe out there, people.
Yeah,
do
for
your
sure.
thing. Enjoy your family and friends to a limited degree.
Go about your life normal.
Whoa,
Jesus,
sorry.
don't eat.
Don't eat that thing. Exactly. Just live your life. Take the precautions. Wash your hands, and you're good.
True. All right. Well, I got nothing else, Vince.
I got nothing.
It's going to be a decent weekend. I'm going to try to get something done this weekend.
Well, good luck with that, sir.
Thanks, bud. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thanks to the writers, producers, on-site engineer, those know both of us. We'll see you back next week. Hopefully, we have a show. We'll talk something next week. We'll do something. Who knows? In the words of Red Green, keep your stick on the ice. Bye.
Peace.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Minnesota! You like that? You like that?
Now see that? That's the kind of winning attitude that's going to take this enterprise straight to the top.
Yeah, you never know when something funny is going to happen on this show.
Did something funny happen?
Yeah.
You'd never know it.